These are some questions. You do not have to fill them out. You do not have to do any writing, but these are some questions you can ask, excuse me, when you go into these certain parts of the airport so that you don't look silly just standing there. Someone's talking while I'm talking, that's rude and I won't have it. So if you get in a place and they ask you if there are any questions, take a look at your sheet. And then you'll have something intelligent to ask. Maybe you can learn something. Then you might want to think about is all the different careers that are here and there. I talked to you about yesterday. The tower, flight service station, Rick Aviation. So just keep your fingers away from the movable parts. You can touch anything else. And guys, be gentle, okay? Because I gotta fly this. Okay. This one you take people up in. Yeah, this is the one I take people up in. And this is what? Coming from the pyramid. Yellow engine. It's a straight tail. Straight. You can touch mine, but I don't want you to touch anybody else. Yeah, this one's pretty. That's all there is. That's not right. That's the 172 I told you about.
Y'all gotta get out, man.
Okay, do something besides move the ailerons. Try the rudders. Try the. Try to move all three surfaces. Just gotta fly this with us. Look at her.
I know.
Let's shoot.
Just come and look.
Easy.
Hey.
Oh my God. Hey, where are you going? Okay.
7, 1.7. This one is like 7.1.
Next week. Now, those of you who wanted to learn to fly, this is the type of airplane. This is 172. This is like a camera.
Y'all having fun?
It's pretty good.
Excuse me, Miss Gaffney. Where's the bathroom located?
It's 3 years ago. I would like to see them doing different things.
We went with a group last week to Grandview. They were all right. I mean, you know, the kids were fine, but I mean, so.
No, make it in the military. You go out of line.
I ain't agreed.
This is the only window you can see the experimental
They
aircraft.
make it type of
I thought it was
it's ugly.
the little teeny white one that you still see.
Oh, this is the flight service thing?
No, this is the avionics, so Rick Aviation, the avionics part. Come on in, come on in. This is the avionics part of Rick Aviation.
Oh, okay.
Ask some questions.
Okay. What types of training and education must you have to be an aircraft engineer?
For someone in this is called a repair station as far as the FAA goes, and someone has to have an FCC general radio telephone license, and that's basically the minimum requirement. And then you also have to have one person with an FAA repair certificate.
So what do you do in there?
We fix communications, navigations, and autopilot type radio.
Can you name 3 jobs?
What goes on in the radio shop?
Well, as far as the work itself goes, you can divide it between aircraft work.
Couple of the small 152s, the 172s out
They
here.
go to V. The V.
There's the V-tail, very good. We have someone who recognized the V-tail. You see anything else?
What about the detail?
About anything that you've learned?
I see a teeny too
Okay,
right in front of us.
all right. Okay, come on this way.
Almost kicked her in the body. Don't be kicking her in the body. Long as you fall, I'm all right.
Check the fish net, where the fish are, where the crabs are, where people are fishing, and maybe catch somebody. This is the tail wheel versus the tricycle gear, high wing. And if you look in the front, you can see that the engine is quite different.
White thing.
Take a look at it. Look at the cylinders. You can see them right here. Yeah, they can look. He's giving me permission to let everybody look. Stay away from the propeller. Do not touch the propeller and stay very clear.
Why y'all want to look at it? Right. Give me a cup, bottle. Hey, throw it out the window.
Did nobody help me down? Did nobody help me down? I was over there on the other
Good, but you can get up there.
huge. 16. When did this happen? February 22nd. Seems we've been really talking about violence in the streets and cruelty and things like that. Do you think your son killed himself for those reasons?
It's because of the way society has these young guys out here running out. You know, everything coming out.
I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Johnson. That's Lenny Hudick and Ken Payton. And
Hi, guys.
Michael Tosh here. And this is class from where?
Newport News. Thomas.
Thomas Nelson.
Yeah, Big Bob Thomas Nelson, but original.
Okay, plan flying around, right?
Right.
Okay, we're gonna listen, right? The students listen first, all right?
Right.
Okay, we won't think of this, our plan flying around. Okay, I have a little bit more, just what we're gonna do this morning. You're a little bit in now, you have to be much more particular than what you do. So this is where you come to get all the information, weather, what's gonna be working, what's not going to be working in reference to equipment. Okay, so he comes in here, we got 3 ways of doing this, and what is called pilot weather briefing. One way is by telephone. Like we do everything else, let the fingers be walking, you know. They do that too. Then they walk in just like you walk in and sit down over there and we talk to them face to face. And also in this position here, what we'll go to later, they call the air to ground position. That is, Miles is flying overhead like you see when he calls down, he wants to know what's going on down there.
Look important.
Okay? Now, I'm not going to give each one, but I can give enough for the other class you can take together, okay? And you can read this, and we'll give you a card to recite it. Okay?
Dennis? That was the PID.
Okay, we'll get to that. And also your frontal activity over here, see? Right down here, you got outflow boundary, you got a stationary front here, and you got outflow, a top up in here, low pressure and gulf. Okay, when you get the low pressure and gulf, that's when you get the warm, hot, moist air coming up here.
English. You have a type of a script that you can use. And probably you will not select any of the options on this page because they have to do with mathematical symbols and mapping symbols. I don't think you'll create words Thomas Nelson Community College at the top of your certificate. And you, let's say, might select the italic option right here. Once you select that, it's very important. Once you make that selection, you'll hit enter 6 times to accept it. Okay, once you've done that, then you'll go over to where it says AutoCAD and select draw. Once you select the draw, you should have your ortho on. You remember what that is? Okay, you have F8. If you'll push the function key for F8, that'll, if you watch the screen, that keeps your line going straight instead of having to concern yourself with going at an angle. At any rate, when you pick those 2 points, then you get to type in your height, which is going to be 0.5, okay? 0.5, enter, and then make sure your caps lock is on, and then you can type in and it appears to be community. I should know how to spell that. Okay, it appears to be going off the screen. When you hit enter twice, then it will compress it, and lo and behold, it's right on there. Okay? So, that'll be at the top of your diploma. You're going to create your own diploma. Question? Okay. Then later you might decide we need to put a border around that. So the other day when you were drawing houses and such, you selected draw, and you'll remember this polyline command. Okay, under polyline, you basically go up there and pick a point. Okay? And then it gives you the option of selecting a width. So if you would, just go over to where it says width right here, pick that, and then type in 0.1. That'll say we'll make it about 1/10 of an inch wide, and hit enter 2 times. Okay, for your ending width, it has to be exactly the same as your beginning width. Once that's done, then all you have to do is pick your points. And voila. Maybe $20 an hour. Yes?
Can I ask you?
Sure.
You don't have to do it, you know. Can you say your prayer just one time? Start the class off nice.
Oh, they want me to say my prayer.
On
We'll do it in a
camera.
minute. Yeah, we'll do that in a minute.
Yeah, well, we have to make a lot of noise.
Then he gets mad and he says the prayer, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, I'd like for you to create those 2 diplomas.
Can we write anything?
Anything on there you want. You can put valedictorian
Yeah. Anybody from York?
of your class.
Yeah.
That should be a fascinating project. A little bit of a review. Watch this. Listen up, please. When you select
Roger.
I'm messed up.
I blew it too. Help!
Okay, now.
Help!
25.
Oh, we have to leave.
Text, okay, type in what you want to say, Kate.
Excuse me, Mr. Burmester.
Type in what you want to say.
I got
Let's do this. Okay. Let's go to the top.
Come here.
Here, ask her.
A-C-A-T-11. Put in capital letters.
Yeah. What do we push to right? Tanya, you're not supposed to do that. But you get out after.
Any of them like those other ones you had done? Yeah,
When you hit enter 6 times. Anytime you want to change it, you pick it, hit enter 6 times, okay? I hit it 6. I already took care of it. Okay. Then you go to draw. When you get to draw, you see key text right here. These are alphabetical.
Hey.
Text.
Now where you going to where you start?
These 2 points right here.
We have leaves.
Yeah, I got it. Roger.
Okay, then you start.
What can we say about this?
Fit.
We got little leaves.
We have leaves. Draw that. We type region, and then we got leaves.
Caps lock is on. And when you're done typing, you can enter twice.
Hey, at least you knew how to do it.
And then do the same thing again.
Alright, now when
How are we doing?
okay, modify. Great. Now, it's right here. Square will come over.
Oh, watch this change.
So I guess you go back to it and bring it down and go back up to it.
Go back up to 3D. What do we do here?
For what's underneath.
Does it have the space marker stuff?
Oh, wait. It's already finished. No, it's
And next time,
Okay.
Look,
No, I just said it.
Ooh, they got
No, I picked mine too and it won't go.
if you like that height, you have to accept it
Because I know that.
by hitting enter. And that little square appears there.
I press it and it just leaves.
It is. You put the wrong on it.
Hey,
Okay, you got it now?
I returned 6 times.
Okay.
So, and it won't go up to the top.
Choose something different.
Hey, I have to go back. Rob, saying what up?
No,
What do you like?
yeah.
Hit enter 6 times.
Mine won't even go with it.
Right there.
How you push the rate?
Oh, they took the top and.
Hit it. 2 points.
Hey, Josh. What did you put?
I will listen.
How do you spell successfully?
Right here.
2 C's, 2 S's.
Is it already fit?
What a deer.
Okay, now what? No. Oh, that looks weird.
I'm tired of raising my hand.
You guys will be with you as soon as she's done with
Cece abandoned us today.
I know, she's in Crete.
Is that where she is?
Yeah, she's helping with
Hey,
that.
Jennifer. I have something.
The beach field.
Jennifer. It won't fit this. Jennifer, it won't fit.
We've entered twice.
I did. I did put this right on.
What I do now?
Ready to do it again.
Actually, I hit retrieve 6 times. Or some upside down stuff.
Are you erasing it?
Oh, you're good. Yeah, just do.
I don't know how big it is though.
Start over.
No. Remember what you said?
Jeez. Keith Carter.
What I do?
Come on. Look at mine. See, where are you? You've already done all that stuff?
Gnaw on something, because if they don't, the teeth keep growing and they could grow like this long. And sometimes they have to be cut off if they're not allowed to chew the right things. Exactly, exactly. What are some other, he just mentioned a beaver, that's another rodent. What are some other rodents? One rat, as small as it is, will eat as much food as one of those puppies in a day. And you can imagine what that can do in a grain warehouse. They can tear it apart. Rats and mice can cause fires by chewing through electrical cords. Yeah. What's what? The meanest dog. I would say, well, I don't know about the meanest dog. There are many breeds of dogs that have been not properly socialized, in other words, they haven't been properly trained. Like, for instance, pit bulls are terriers, and terriers have a different kind of nervous system. Just like these terriers, the reason, like I say, they have been bred to go after something that's bigger than they are and try to kill it. So that's a concern. And obviously, anybody who has a dog that's like that has got to train it very, very well and keep it where it won't get in a situation where it will get excited beyond the point where it's on, the nature of the parents of the dog, whether they have good dispositions or not, and how they're brought up. And of course, then there's the classic joke about what do you get when you cross a pit bull and a collie? A dog that bites your leg off and then runs to get help. It's not quite that bad, but yeah, that's a concern. But anyway, with the rats have very, very interesting. These rats are about 1/3 full size, but they can squeeze through an opening when they're grown, when they're that long and this big around, they can squeeze through an opening the size of a quarter. A rat this tall can go under that door. Now, some areas, like in big cities where there are tenement houses and garbage collection may not be the greatest, there's a lot of places for rats to live, and that is something that has to be kept from happening. But there are places in the world where rats are a bigger problem, and one of those places is in places like India, where the people, because of their religion, the Hindu people believe in reincarnation. They believe that when you die, your soul comes back to earth, either in another person or an animal. So they won't even kill a rat because it might be a parasite. They're called an ectoparasite because they're on the outside of the dog. The pupa matures into a flea. Take a little cotton ball or something with water and put it on that spot, and if the cotton ball comes off kind of a rusty red, that's the blood that the flea bit the dog. And you can actually, fleas can kill puppies by taking out so much blood that they actually make them anemic. So obviously fleas are a concern, and the thing of it is, this is a habitat for the flea. I'm sure, have any of you ever read those Far Side cartoons where they have the fleas on the dog and the little hairs sticking up? If the habitat gets to be, too crowded, they will go find something else to bite. And while they would much prefer to bite, actually they're cat fleas. Most of the fleas we have nowadays, their preferred host is a cat. And if they can't find a cat, they'll use a dog. And if they can't find a dog, they'll bite a person. And that's why some people, if you get enough fleas in your house and there's not enough dog space to go around, they'll start biting you. Fleas also have some other interesting adaptations. For instance, nature has built-in things to conserve energy. If there's nothing to bite, then there's not much sense in the flea developing. So what happens is the eggs will hatch out and become larvae, and the larvae become pupa. But the pupa, if there's nothing going on, the pupa may not develop. This is why, have any of you ever been on a vacation and boarded your dog, and then when you came back within the next few days you were overrun with fleas? A lot of them were in the house and you didn't know you even had that many. What happens is they will wait until they can detect CO2 in your exhaled breath, or anybody's, in other words, the dog's or yours. And then they'll start developing. Likewise, vibration. If you put flea larvae and pupae in a container just by themselves and there's no vibration or no additional CO2, they won't develop. But when you come back home from vacation and you walk in the house, your footsteps say, aha, victims! Now it's time to grow up. And then in a day or so, then you've got all these fleas jumping. But this is the flea's way of getting on in life. And while it's real difficult for us, pretty darn good idea for the flea. Biologists are big on looking at things like that. They try to look at things from the critter's perspective, not just our own convenience or society's perspective. And again, if we want to get get control over some species, for instance a parasite, the more we can understand about them, then the better we can get a grip on what to do about it. Okay, I have a little exercise I want you to do. A sheet of paper, and let you practice your powers of observation. I'm going to hand this paper out. And on the other side, I want you to list all the ways they are But they have different kinds of teeth. The teeth are different. I didn't get a sheet of paper. They both have ears. that kind of thing.
How about that? Well, welcome to the closing ceremony of the 1992 Regional Summer Institute. And I know the students are anxious to come to a close here because they want to go to water country, and that's what they've been thinking about all day, right? So I'll ask that you all that do plan to go to water country, remember that we need your cooperation throughout this activity. I haven't purchased the tickets yet. Got the point? All right, to begin, since we close our curtain and not down home. Big or small? To begin, Mrs. Harrell, who is our counselor for the Regional Summer Institute, would like to say a few words. And so if you'd all give Mrs. Harrell a big hand.
Thank you, Taylor. This is going to be a brief message. First of all, I'd like to say that for the Hampton group, I will have self-control. That's a kind of personal thing. That's one of the things we use doing our self-esteem. So I'm going to try to use self-control in giving this message so I won't be too long. We'd like to welcome all of the parents and friends, co-workers and associates, and our very special guests, the RSI students. This closing message is for the RSI students from Newport News, York, and Hampton. And you can give yourself a hand. We here at Thomas Nelson and the RSI associates hope you have benefit from those who were willing to share a little knowledge and invested some valuable time for a good reason. You, the RSI students, who are so very important. You're the basis of our society, or you're the base of our society. You're the average student, the citizen that basically build the backbone of our society. And this program, basically, we hope, has provided you an opportunity to gain knowledge. You, as RSI students, took the time. You invested in a little knowledge this summer. You may not know it now. You're not going to be the same when you leave here, even though you're going to try. Your friends are going to find you a little different. And you're going to find yourself a little different. And parents made a sacrifice. It's not easy working with your student after only 1 week of being out of school. They probably dreaded this, but I can say that they have changed, and I think they have enjoyed it. And you can see that from a lot of the exhibits, and you're going to see a change in your child. You won't see it right away, and they're going to focus back on this experience as a major transition that they're going to be glad they had before they got to high school. Knowledge and time was spent in the sciences and math, learning about kitchen chemistry. I think the students can relate to that. Air magic, learning about the Chesapeake Bay. They had fun with animals. They learned about weather and properties of air, gliders and graphing and scientific notation, word problems. These are just a few of the activities in the classroom. But that's not all. We didn't limit them to the classroom, and the kids are so glad. Every week they look forward to what major activities would take them outside of the classroom. They really enjoyed that. This gave them hands-on experience. You know, are you going with us today, Mrs. Harrell? I don't know. I never knew which group I would be with sometimes. And I really enjoyed them, and they were a delight, and they always had fun things to say, and we try to give them fun things to do. They had field trips that offered them an opportunity to build teamwork. They had to learn to solve problems as a team, come to a consensus. They had to make friends, and they had experiences to broaden their career knowledge and to make decisions, good choices, and set some goals. We provided them some study skills and test-taking tips, which we hope will enhance their self-esteem when they move on to high school. Because if they can enhance their self-esteem by building upon that significant other that will keep them motivated, then they can reach their aspirations. And that's what we want them to be able to do. And for the students, the RSI students, when you move into your program for the fall, you're going to reflect back on all of these activities, and you're going to find them to be helpful. Throw that notebook away. Put it aside if you're not ready to use it, because you're going to find it to be a great resource when you get to earth science and you have the section on meteorology. And there is a unit, or when you get to scientific notation, whether it's math or science. All of these are things that are growing to be a necessity for our technical world. We're living in a technical world, and math and science are the basis. And our RS students, they have to be there. They have to help make an impact, and these students can. Parents and students, we're encouraging you, and I'm saying this from the basis of a high school guidance counselor. Keep a math and a science on your schedule every year you are in high school. It's going to make you a stronger person, regardless to whether you're college bound or not. That's not the purpose. This is a technical world. If you do not go to college, and if you have a strong background in science and math, there are some opportunities out there for you. And the students learn that through some of their field trips, that you didn't always have to go off to college. So we encourage you to keep a math and science on your schedule. Use the test-taking tips and the study skill guides that you have in your notebooks. I took a little pride in your notebooks and put them together for you, put holes in them. So if you don't do anything but put them aside for a while, do that. But you will find a need to come back to them later during the school year. Parents, your child has not lost all of that middle school syndrome yet. It's coming to a close for the summer. We have enjoyed having you. But for each of you, a little time in knowledge, we ask that you take the time to put a little more effort in knowledge so you can grow, change, and become stronger individuals. At this time, I'd like for you to enjoy the rest of the activities planned for the ceremonies, and I wish all of our RSI students success, and I ask that the parents have patience. Thank you.
Isn't she wonderful, students? Give her another round of applause. At this time, I'd like to ask that the parents stand and be recognized. Let's give our parents a big round of applause, or if we have grandparents, family members. Look at all these parents, family members here today. Thank you. Thank you. We have, you may hear about some of the names coming up and mentioned by your son or daughter throughout the rest of the course or the rest of the summer. I encourage you all, if you ever need assistance from any of these instructors, maybe you're doing a science project and you want to inquire, seek more information about a topic, give us a call here at the Regional Summer Institute, because we are a resource for you. We do get phone calls about, I'm doing a science project and I need to know where I can buy some of that funny blue liquid that I saw last summer. Maybe it's possible that you can purchase it, maybe it's off limits, we could let you know that. So, please use us as a resource at any time. We'd be glad to help you, and not just for chemicals to buy, anything that we can help you with that's math or science related or education related. We are great referrals. We'd be glad to refer you to wherever and help you find out the information that you need. Okay, I'd also like to recognize, we have C2, I don't know where is the third one here, our bus drivers. These are the people that get up every day. Counselors are always busy, so they're out there being busy, and we'll have to drag them in. While they're coming in, oh, here they come, the Hampton team. Mr. Robinson and Lee Thorson. Okay, come on. And the York County team, Shalisa Johnson and Audra Samuel. And do we have a Newport News team? Eric and April. All right. Was going to be, they made sure they were on the bus in the afternoon. They counted heads and noses 2 or 3 times a day. And, but their major function was to keep things under control in the classroom and make sure that all of the students felt comfortable and any concerns that they had were either answered by them or referred to our counselor or to myself. So they played a very big role this summer, and we're very grateful to have every one of them here. And let's give them another round of applause. All right, we would like to recognize Antoinette Jackson. Come on, AJ. Julie Ott. Where's Julie? She's not here? Well, she won't be in the picture then for perfect attendance. Cedric Short. Kevin Thorson. Shane was interviewed yesterday by the reporter and leads off the article that was in the paper, and I think he'd like to give a few remarks. You want to read it?
I would just like to say, since real, it was nice meeting y'all. It's a nice program, and I think we should give a good side. And I think that we should have this program go on and everywhere else in America.
On behalf of the Regional Summer Institute, I would like to express my congratulations to all of you for participating in this outstanding program. And I know that all of you have enjoyed the activities, the friendship, and of course, all of, I would like this, well, I guess, the interrelationships or the friendships with everyone. Again, on behalf of the Regional Summer Institute, we congratulate you, and I know that you are going to take more science and math courses. You're going to work hard in the fall, and of course, you're going to be successful in all you do. Thank you.
Keith Carter. Latasha Chapman. Scott Cheatham. Linda Ely. Joel Ely. Damon Gator. Sarah Jones. Tanya Jones. Brian Miller.
Oh, we can make cool too. And there's a All right, I'll leave it with you.